In your trading journey, you always experience these moments. You're so close to making it, you're blinking and the opportunity is gone, guys. And it literally happened to me this week. I was that close of getting my first ever 100x trade or triple digit trade. I'm actually gonna show you in the video in a couple of minutes, but nothing short of disastrous. I'm making this video to actually show you and prove that having an ego problem can be disastrous for your business, and even if you still make money, can really make you to go through some very wild swings psychologically. And for the people who have never been in this position, getting into a 100x trade sounds unrealistic, but this is exactly what almost happened to me this week, and unfortunately I couldn't really control my emotions. And as some traders from the trading room, they were doubtful of why I was actually not taking profits when I was at 97 x's, but it's very hard to describe it. If you have this mental goal and this is an obstacle that you're trying to achieve and overcome, then 100x trades could be nothing else but a psychological barrier. But grand scheme of things, this is one of those moments when you should just swallow your ego, walk away. And this video is to remind me in the months and years to come that ego should never be staying between you and trading results. So let's have a look at what happened exactly, guys. Alrighty, guys, so this is the trade that I'm talking about. The easiest will be to just show you off of my Discord page, and this is a Nasdaq trade which I opened this Monday. By the time you're watching this video, this might be the last Monday actually. So I opened the trade on the 4th of November, which was Monday, and a few days later I was staying at a 97 to 1 or 1 to 97 risk to reward ratio trade, and I was literally just waiting for the price to go lower. But by the time this happens, I unfortunately missed the bottom of the trade. As you can see here, the trade went down to 1 to 1 and 102 risk to reward ratio on 102 axis, but then I couldn't take my profits there. Next time I checked, the trade was gone, so I decided to stay for a little while longer with this trade, hoping, and this is something that you should not be doing, hoping is a very bad advisor in circumstances such as those. And in the end of the day, I closed the trade here at 1 to 40 risk to reward ratio. So basically I really tried to maximize the return on this trade. I could have even done a 100x trade, but I wasn't in front of the screen. So another thing I could have done is to leave a standing order to close my trade at this point. I didn't do that as well. So what I was thinking, I honestly don't know. I was completely out of my mind. But since it's been an incredibly profitable periods, I was probably getting overconfidence, and this is what I can say. So I'm doing this video as much as for you as I'm doing it for me, to basically rewatch it at some point in the future and remind myself that these times are quite crucial, that you are, especially those times, that you're very well grounded, and you are not going to get carried away over ego problems. So this was the trade where we closed it. The previous trade that we took this month was in the same week, coincidentally. It was a 25x trade on Dow Jones. And another trade we took in November, it was actually taken in October, but I closed this trade in November for 60x's or 1 to 60 risk to reward ratio. This was another Dow Jones trade. So all in all, the learning from those trades would be that this trade came after two very profitable trades, which apparently has blown away my overconfidence and has blew it out of proportions. And having said that, taking two very profitable trades, running a third extremely profitable trade, usually will not end up good if you don't have some sort of controls in place to control your emotions more than anything else. And in this particular points, I must admit that I was vulnerable and I let the market circumstances win over my trading plan. So again, what I want to say to my future self, and so everyone who is in the same or very similar position, don't get carried away from your ego, guys. Try to always look realistically what is on the table and what could get wiped out in a matter of literally, a few hours or a couple of days. So I've been building this trade for the whole week and literally took one trading session to erase a good 50% of the profits. So be always very cautious and don't get too greedy. Even though in this case I wasn't greedy, for me there was a different reason why I was holding this trade. I have this, I would say, psychological problem of admitting that getting a triple digit trade is something that I always wanted to get to, but sometimes we just need to admit that getting a very high double digit trade like 97x's in most cases is a lot better than taking a 105x trade, which might never happen, and you might end up with a 40x trade. That's it, guys. I wish you all the best. Cheers.